Hello, how is everybody today? Today we're going to read out of Psalm chapter 23. And this is the Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Now, Psalm 23 is one of the more famous psalms. Pretty much everybody you run across knows that one. It was written by David. Now, this was the same David, I mind you, that was a shepherd. And it's the same David that took down Goliath with slingshot and stones. Now, David was a known king, but he was also a musician. This particular psalm is about God being his shepherd. Keep in mind, he remembers how he led and cared for a herd of sheep. At first thought, to me, a king and a shepherd are very different. When I think about a king, I think of a royal crown and a palace and all these fancy, nice things. And when I think of a shepherd, I think of more a servant working in the field, caring for sheep, and it's a shepherd's job. But, a king and a shepherd have something in common. They both take care of something. A king looks after and protects the kingdom of people under him. A shepherd looks after and protects a herd of sheep. So throughout this chapter, even though David is talking about himself as a sheep, I think it was meant for us to read and see ourselves as a sheep. And God is our shepherd. After thinking about a shepherd, I thought about sheep and how they completely rely on a shepherd for food and shelter and safety, just like we need to rely on God. The first part of the psalm, David talks about God being his shepherd and he is a sheep. The shepherd makes sure his sheep has everything he needs. God gives him peace. He gives him rest. Food. He can trust him. He keeps him on a good path. Even when there's rough times, he doesn't have to be afraid. God is always with him and he can make him feel better when he needs it. Then David talks about a banquet for David. God talks about a banquet for David and to protect him from his enemies. He'd treat David like a royal guest and anoint him. David ends by saying that he will continually be blessed by God with lots of goodness and love, and he's looking forward to living with God forever. God is our shepherd and we are his sheep. God is guiding us, he's protecting us, and he loves us. God is a protector and he is a provider. I know things right now, they're scary and things are real uncertain right now. We're living in a time that none of us has ever had to deal with this stuff. But ultimately I know God has got this. We need only to trust in him. He will supply every need you have, I promise you that. But it's going to take praying, it's going to take faith, it's going to take relying on him. It's God can't talk to you if you don't call on him. How's he going to speak to you if you're not seeking him? And that goes for me too. It's something I'm trying to mentally keep in my mind, because God ain't going to be able to speak to me if I'm not seeking him. So I just wanted to let you all know that Tuesdays are going to be when I'm doing these lessons, and I will post one every Tuesday. If you like the lessons, please subscribe, and if you like this, like it, and thank you for joining me. Till Tuesday. Bye.